Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today I'm going to do a little bit of multiplayer hopping. I figured I'd try it out since I've been having terrible luck with getting diamonds on my map. Haven't seen a single diamond mule deer, so I figured I'd do some multiplayer hopping, and we've got a decent sized buck right here. He is going away though because it's the end of their drink time, so I am going to have to try and get him quickly. So let's see if we can sneak a shot in while he's moving. In fact, I might even try to get him to go alert. Back, there we go. Got him alerted now. Now we just gotta wait for it to go broadside and we will take a shot. There we go. We got him down. That took a little bit longer than I was hoping it would, but we finally were able to squeeze a shot in there. Alright, so here is our first kill of the day. It's a decent sized mule buck. Let's go ahead and claim that. 261 scoring. Very decent looking rack though. One of the better looking ones for level 4s. Well, this one's technically a 5, but it's supposed to be a level 4. As a lot of you know by now, they're currently bugged and it's showing one level higher than what it's supposed to be on a lot of the bucks if they're one of the initial spawns. All of your respawns should be the correct level, but the initial ones that first spawn in are bugged, so there are still a few of these on the multiplayer servers, but I've noticed that the second you get your mule deer to go back to the normal levels, it seems like diamonds are almost impossible to find. I don't know what it is, but I haven't seen a single person post a level 5 diamond that is supposed to be a diamond. It's strange. I don't know. I'm wondering if it is tied to that whole bug with the levels, but it just feels like they just don't make diamond at level 5 once you get the levels fixed. And that actually is the main reason that I'm here on multiplayer, because I feel like it's just impossible to get a diamond once the levels get fixed. For some reason, it's just a lot rarer than it should be. I don't know what happened there, but I figure if we get on a server that still has some of the initial spawns with the level 6s and 7s, then we probably have a better chance of getting a diamond, even though right now it looks like a lot of the diamond racks are a bit bugged. One of them was actually confirmed in the Hunter's Discord that one of them actually is pretty bugged. It's the high scoring one that scores 330 plus. The antlers are positioned on the head wrong, so it's making it look extremely weird and squished, which obviously that's no good. So hopefully that will get fixed soon. But until then, we'll just have to see if we can find an actual decent looking diamond. Alright, so there we go with another decent sized buck. Not as big as the last one, but that one will still score around 240, so definitely want to get it down. That should be a good enough shot, and in fact it is. I don't see anything else decent in the area, so I figured we might as well just take that out right now. Alright, here's that little mule deer buck. Let's take a look at this guy. I believe this guy had the 4x4 rack, and it does. I do really like this rack. For being one of the lower scoring 4s, it is a good looking rack. There's a couple of the larger ones that have a similar frame, that just has a lot more mass to it and a lot more length to the tines that looks pretty good too. But this is definitely one of my favorite ones. I really like how nice it looks. Alright, so we got ourselves another decent sized mule buck. He's kind of in the brush now, but it did have a max estimate of 255 and it's actually spooked. I believe we got mountain lion trouble. So hopefully that hit him right there. And it does look like we got him. So that's going to be another decent buck down. It's been quite a while since I actually found a decent sized mule deer. It's been about half hour since the last one, so we haven't had the best luck, but most of the servers I've been joining have not had it at their drink time, which is to be expected since the drink time is so short on Silver Ridge, but it makes it hard to find these guys. But there we go. Another decent sized mule buck, so let's get this guy claimed. And yeah, that one's pretty good. It's got a lot of thickness in its beams. I like that. I like that. Let's go ahead and accept this before we get run over by the rest of the deer. Alright, so that right there is an absolute giant of a Dilute. We definitely have to get this guy down because I think that might be possibly the biggest Dilute we've killed. I don't remember what our other big one was. I know it was around this score, but this guy might actually be bigger. So let's wait till he stops drinking and then we'll put a shot in him. It appeared he was the only good buck in this group. That should be a solid shot right there. Let's take a look at these as they run off just to make sure there wasn't anything else that was good. It didn't seem like there was, so yeah, it looks like it was all just does and a small buck besides the Dilute, so let's go. Let's go get that guy. Alright, here is that beautiful Dilute. And that's actually one of the racks that I really like, so that's really, really cool. Yeah, this is one of the really nice looking 4x4s. Okay, we have to tax this guy. I actually really want this one in the lodge. I think it's nicer looking than the other Dilute that we got. I think the other Dilute was the 5x5 rack, but I think this one looks a lot cleaner, honestly. So that's definitely really, really cool right there. I'd like to get a 300 plus Dilute at some point, but until then, ones like this will do nicely because they at least look really, really clean. So there is actually the biggest buck that we've seen all day. A 280 scoring level 5, which should be a level 4. So let's go ahead and take this guy out, because this will be the nicest deer we've seen all day. Nice, that should take him down. Alright, so this buck did not run too far at all. We got a pretty good hit on him. I'm guessing we hit vertebrae, but that right there is a crazy rack. Look at the size of this guy. What a beautiful deer. I wish I could get a better picture of him because this might be the best I've seen this rack. This one right here looks very, very nice. So let's go ahead and find a good spot that we can claim him. It's going to be hard since he's under here, but I think we can get him from right here. And there we go, a 280, and that is a crazy rack. You know, I don't think I've killed this rack with the stickers off the side. We've gotten this 5x5 before, but not with the stickers. That's really cool. Look at this massive mule deer. This thing is a true giant, and I'm super happy to get this. This might be one of my new favorite racks. Now, if only we could get one that has really wide tip-to-tip spread, then this guy would be really high scoring. But that is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Alright, here we have another decent mule deer buck. 242 on the top estimate, so should score right on that. So let's go ahead and take a long shot on this guy. It's about to be drink time on this server, so I'm probably going to stick around on this one for a little while and try to hunt as many of the zones as I can. And we'll see what we can get. But this is a decent start. With a bad shot, unfortunately. Maybe we can get another in. Oh, yeah, we got another one in. I don't know what we hit, but if I were to take a guess, I would imagine neck bone. Hopefully. Alright, here we go, the moment of truth. It looks like we did hit vitals, but that can also mean brain, because they do count it as a vital. But if you hit the skull, then it loses a check, so... And, yeah, that's what happened. We got vital blood because we hit the brain, but because we hit the skull, we lose that check right there, the damaged trophy organ, so... Unfortunate. It's a good-looking buck, but we completely butchered the trophy rating of it. Or, not the trophy rating, but the medal rating. But, overall, still a good-looking buck, and I'll take that any day. So, there we go with another decent-sized buck. This server is honestly filled with them. I'm very surprised that we're finding as many good level 4s, or supposed to be level 4s, as we are, because we're getting quite a few. Alright, well, anyway, let's try to take a shot on this guy. He's at a weird angle, so this might be hard, but I think we can probably get it in there. That might have been a bit low. Actually, it looks like we got it. We got at least one lung with that. It was probably just barely a single lung shot, but regardless, that'll get him down, and that's all we really need. Alright, so here is that little buck right here. Very curious where we hit this guy. I would imagine it's gotta be a single lung shot. Yeah, it's exactly what it was. A single lung on a decent little mule buck. We've seen quite a few of this particular rack today. Definitely see a lot of these guys. They seem to be one of the more common level 4s. So, not too bad. Let's keep looking around because we're at the beginning of drink time, so we got quite a bit of time to check other lakes, which is nice. Alright, so now we got 2 decent bucks side by side, so we're gonna go ahead and take both of these out and see if we can find anything at the next lake, because I haven't really been finding anything too crazy. In fact, these are probably the average of what I've been finding on here, so starting to lose hope in finding a diamond on this server, but we still got a few places to check. And that is 2 decent bucks on the ground. The one actually looks like it was a heart shot, so that's nice. We don't have to track that one. Alright, here's the one that we dropped on the spot. A little 235. This one's actually supposed to be a level 3, I believe. Because it does have the level 3 rack here, and then it's got one of the small level 4 racks on that side, so I would imagine this one's probably a level 3. But it's hard to tell with the whole bugged levels. You can never be sure from the ones that are on the multiplayer servers. Alright, so here's the second one. It actually ran in a direction I didn't even expect it to, so I actually walked past it the first time. But there we go, a 242, a small level 4. Not too bad though. Good looking frame on that buck. Alright, so we got a really decent sized buck right there. A 269 max score. This is, I think, a frame that we haven't killed today. Don't think we've got one of this rack today, so definitely want to get it down so we can get one more different rack on the day. Alright, so here's our buck. The 269 scoring mule deer. That is a beauty. And yeah, we didn't have this one today. This is the one without the stickers off the side. So another different rack on the day. Very nice looking mule deer. Very, very nice. I just wish they had this rack, but with a higher tip-to-tip spread. I think that could make for a pretty nice looking diamond rack. Because if it had wider tip-to-tip spread, it would be very close to the diamond score, if not on it. I think it would be a little bit low still, but they could probably add a little bit of length to the tines and make a pretty sweet looking diamond rack out of this, so I'd be really happy if they did that, but I don't think they will. Alright, well, there's another decent scoring buck in the same spot that we shot one at the beginning of this server, at the beginning of the drink time in this server when I first joined. And we got another good-sized one there in the same eating zone. I wonder, is this, maybe it's a respawn. I don't think you can get a respawn without setting the time, or resetting the time though, so I doubt it is, but that's another nice buck, so let's go ahead and get this guy down. He might be a little hard because he is at a quartering angle, but we'll try our best to get a shot in there. That should be a single lung. Although it's looking like it might have been too far forward, actually. Yeah, that looked like it might have been too far forward. If it dies, then we'll go get it, but if not, we'll probably just move to another area. Since it's not going to be a diamond. Alright, so there's another 270 plus scoring buck. And this one should be a much easier shot, so that is nice. Let's go ahead and get this guy down once he lifts his head up. Let's see if we can get him to go alert, actually. Because of the spot that he's in, it's going to be hard to get him to lift his head if we don't make him go alert. There we go. We got that guy down. There was a puma near also, so I wanted to get that down as quickly as possible. Or a mountain lion, but same thing. Alright, here we go. Here is that 279 buck. A solid looking buck for sure. We've been getting pretty lucky on the big level 4s, but just no diamonds today, which has been the case pretty much every single day. Have yet to get a diamond. Highest scoring one we've had was 307. We've actually got 2 of them, and that's actually what I'm going to be showing next. I've already shown off one of the 307s that we got, But a couple days ago on one of my live streams, we got another 307 scoring buck from a multiplayer server, so I think we'll go ahead and insert that clip right now. Ooh, that's a big boy. That's gonna be a troll though, 307. This is the same thing that we got on the release date. Ooh, that's actually a good one behind him too. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad I came over to this lake. Yeah, this is one of the good looking racks. Unfortunately, the troll rack is the best looking one for the high levels. Alright, so I don't know where this muley is gonna be once we actually see it, so this is going to be interesting, but actually, let's kill it with the 4570 since we're close. Actually, don't even know if these muleys are still here. Oh, that wind screwed us over, I just realized. Oof, man. Maybe we'll get lucky and see it out here. Actually, I think that's him right there. Yeah, that's him right there. And then the other one next to him's a 211. We'll probably have to take him with the 7mm now, actually. What? Excuse me? How? Police state is so weird on multiplayer. It's so weird. They flee so instantly. I feel like on multiplayer servers, the spooking is a little bit weird. Of course, it could just be because I do have a pretty high ping. Oh, there he is. If he stops, we'll take the shot. Hey, there we go. I'm actually kind of surprised that we actually managed to get him like that. That's an interesting way to get a big old mule deer. But I mean, I'll take it. Let's check this guy out. That is a beauty. Ooh, yes, this is actually the one that I wanted. Last time I only had one sticker on this antler. Now we have one that's got two. That is so cool. This is probably the best looking mule deer rack they've added. I actually really like this one a lot. By far my favorite of the true mules. It's honestly perfect in every way. Very beautiful buck. Smoked him indeed. Smoked him indeed. Only 307 though, 7 off diamond. Alright, so as you guys saw, that was a pretty monster mule deer. But we're now in the lodge, and let's compare the dilute that we got today versus the one that we got a few videos ago. Because this one right here is 276.8, and the one that we just got is 278. And I think that in general is just a much better looking rack, so this is definitely gonna be our new dilute. That is just a beautiful buck. I absolutely love the way this guy looks. I think that might be one of the cleanest looking TruRAC mule deer in the game. But this right here is that 307 that you guys just saw in the clip. Look at the stickers on this guy. It's honestly crazy that there's a mule deer that looks this nice. It's basically the rack that dilute has, but with those stickers off the sides of those tines. It's crazy how good that looks. By far, one of my favorite mule deer racks, and I think this is probably my favorite rack overall. This one right here, and this one right here are easily the two best looking racks in the game. Alright, so we're probably actually going to move our southeastern Spanish ibex, because I real quickly want to see what these other ones look like. So this is that crazy 5x5 that has the stickers off the sides. This is the first time that I've actually come across this rack, so it's really cool to see that a lot of these racks, they did add a version that has the stickers off the side. I think that's really awesome. It adds a lot of variety, makes it so you can get some really cool trophies, and this guy might actually stay there for now because he looks really good. But real quickly, we're gonna see what the other one looks like that we saved. I want to go ahead and find it. Actually, I think that actually might have been it. Yeah, I think this was the last one that we taxed, but that is looking nice. I'm really liking the way the mule deer section is coming along in the lodge. We've got a lot of really nice mule deer trophies, and now all we need is a diamond, and I will be pretty happy. So that's going to be what we're going to be looking for mainly in the next week or two, or however long it takes to get it. It's looking like it's going to be a difficult task. They seem to be relatively rare. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. It helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, be sure to hit that subscribe button because that also helps out an absolute ton. But hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next video. Peace. If you are new here and you are liking what you see, consider subscribing to the channel and turning notifications on. Also, if you want to help the channel grow, be sure to like the video because this alone can help the video and my channel do better. But that's going to be it for me. Peace, my dudes. I hope you all have a fantastic day.